Hello everyone. Our topic for today is what happens when a man realizes he lost you. Here are 8 moments when a man realizes he lost you and regrets it. After a breakup or even a big fight, men and women handle their emotions completely differently. Although men like to think they have it all figured out, women are typically better at handling things, especially when it comes to painful emotions. When a woman is hurt by a man or realizes that they have lost a man, they will usually deal with the emotions head on. They will most likely cry a lot and go through an entire grieving process that's incredibly painful and difficult. However, this process allows women to cleanse themselves of pain, get over this guy, heal, and move forward with their life. On the other hand, men typically tend to hide their emotions and ignore how they feel due to the fact they don't recognize how they feel or allow themselves to really feel the pain inside. It all bottles up and comes out at a later date. This is why it will actually take men a lot longer to move on fully from someone than it does for women. What happens when a man realizes he lost you? Because most men act tough and pretend losing their partner doesn't bother them, many women find themselves asking, will he realize he messed up? If you're asking this question, the answer is yes, he will realize. And there are specific things and moments that will trigger this realization. These moments are exactly what we're going to take a look at this article. So, let's jump in. Number 1, when he can't find anyone as kind. A man will realize that when trying to date other women and move on from someone, that no one is as kind as she was. Of course, he might meet an array of beautiful women that have their own good qualities, but he will notice that no one of the people he meets are as genuinely kind to him as the one he let go was. Kindness is getting incredibly overlooked in the world at this moment in time, but it's actually one of the most important characteristics of a person. Therefore, a guy will really notice that his previous partner's kindness is unmatchable. When he realizes that he can't find someone with the same amount of kindness as her, he will crave her back in his life and will deeply regret his mistake of letting her go, wanting to get back together with her. Number 2, when he gets used. One of the moments a guy realizes how amazing a woman actually was for him is when he gets used by someone new. Unfortunately, The truth is that not every woman is only looking for a soul connection. The sad truth is that some human beings are always looking out for themselves, and they don't want to actually get into a relationship that fulfills them emotionally, but would rather use people to get what they want. For example, if a guy starts dating a woman that's only interested in him for his money or his looks, he will realize very quickly how she never used him for anything. Instead, he will think about how she accepted him and all of his flaws and love every part of him. He will remember how she never asked for anything and how she only wanted love. Number 3. When he is sick of partying. Most single people really enjoy being able to go out and party whenever they want because they don't have someone to answer to, and they have all the freedom they could want. However, going out and partying is actually one of the moments where a guy will realize that he has let go of an amazing woman. Although a guy might find it fun to go out and get drunk with his friends a few times, he will very quickly come to the realization that it's not fulfilling. And it certainly doesn't beat being at home or going out for a nice dinner with someone that you love. So, a guy might actually find himself at a bar or a club thinking about the woman he lost and deeply regretting it, and most likely wishing he was back together with her. Number 4. When no one cares as deeply. A lot of us take so much in our lives for granted, but especially our loved ones. So, if a guy has taken a good woman for granted, he will quickly come to the realization that he lost someone special when he noticed that no one cares as deeply about him as she did. Although he most likely has family and friends that care about him, a romantic type of care is completely different, and he might miss being cared for in this way. A moment that he will come to the realization he lost a special woman might be when he has to do something at home that she typically did for him, and he will find himself being grateful for the care she took of him. He will then regret ever losing her because he will realize he won't find someone so caring again. Number 5. We know intimacy is as fulfilling. One of the most obvious moments a guy will realize that he's let go of an amazing woman and someone he actually really loves will be when he shares intimacy with new people. He could be having sex with someone new when he realizes that the intimacy shared with this person is nowhere near as fulfilling and special as the intimacy he shared with his previous love. Once he realizes that the intimacy he shared with this woman was incredible, he will get angry at himself for losing her, and he will long to feel the type of intimacy he shared with her again. The regret he feels over losing such intimacy with a woman he adored but didn't appreciate might even make him get in contact with her. Number 6. When he never feels understood. One of the most special things about a relationship is the understanding of a person that isn't yourself. The two people in a relationship understand each other more than anyone else in the world does. It creates a special kind of bond. So, a guy will realize how much of a special woman he has let go of when he can't find anyone that understands him in the same way as she did. He will most likely get frustrated that no one seems to get him, and he might even reach out one day to speak to his previous partner just to feel understood for a moment. He will be angry at himself for losing someone that gets him. Number 7. When he sees she has moved on. Obviously, one of the moments that a guy will really come to the realization that he's let go of a good woman will be when he sees that she has moved on. This guy might have not even thought about this woman for a while, although highly unlikely, but as soon as he sees her happy with someone else, he will know that she is not his anymore. He will feel angry and jealous, but mainly just frustrated at himself for not seeing how much of an incredible woman he had in his life and not keeping her in it. At the end of the day, hopefully, this article has helped you to understand the moment in his life in which men realize that they mess up and they lost a good woman. Unfortunately, the truth is, sometimes he has to lose you to realize how amazing you are.
No controlo